Hey y'all, we're the Twinsies and we're back with another episode of Twin Talk.
So y'all, before we get started, we're gonna eat in the holiday spirit and I'm gonna make us some little drinky drinks. Cheers. Oh yeah, perfect.
It's good.
Because it's Christmas and this is green, we're gonna call this drink the Grinch.
So y'all, in today's society, people have normalized situationships and sneaky links so much to the point where when do people know when they're in an actual relationship? So in today's episode, we'll be discussing whether or not your man or your woman should ask you to be your significant other and how they should ask you.
So Taylor, do you feel like the person that you're dating should ask you to be his girlfriend?
So if you don't ask me to be your girlfriend, I'm not your girlfriend. So the answer is yes. You definitely need to ask me to be your girlfriend, or I'm just gonna assume that you just don't take me seriously.
Yeah,
So,
and I expect a man to do that.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's best that a man initiates it because he is the man. I am the woman.
Yeah, and I just feel like if someone does not ask you to be the significant other, if they do something outside of y'all, all they have to say is like, well, I didn't ask you to be my girlfriend. I didn't ask you to be my boyfriend.
Yeah,
like,
manipulate you.
that's just how manipulators do. So when you hear it like, and when they make an effort to ask you or whatever, it kind of shows like they're serious about this.
When it comes to relationships, it's like a practice round for marriage. If you can't ask me to be your girlfriend, you can't ask me to be your wife. Like, let's be real, that's so simple. And if a person feels like it's too much to ask, or they start saying weird stuff like, oh, how do you feel about a girl asking a guy to be his girlfriend? I just feel like they're playing dumb and they're gonna put you through a rabbit hole to where eventually you're not gonna be together. Let's be real.
For the men that do expect women to ask, like say, because there's a certain man that like, why don't you ask me to be your boyfriend? If you're asking that, like, do you also expect the woman to like ask you to marry her, or like what? Do you like want her to get on her knee with like a ring?
But she's the one that's supposed to carry kids, and she's the one that's supposed to take care of the home, and she's the one that's supposed to do all that stuff. But she's supposed to also ask you to marry her and be your boyfriend.
How does that make you feel like a man?
Like when do you feel like a man? If you
or like, in my mind, a man is supposed to take initiative. So like, how does that make you feel?
That makes you
like a bad bee.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be bending over. So
he's doing the bending.
So since we cleared that up, how do you feel like a man should ask a woman to be his girlfriend?
Definitely not in a hotel room. Okay, I feel like if you ask me to be your girlfriend in a hotel room, I feel like that's you kind of initiating sexual intercourse.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's low-key, that's just weird. There's other ways to do things or whatever. And I feel like I get it. There's a lot of guys out there that's like, let me do something for you in this way. I feel like you could do that for a birthday maybe. Or like maybe just keep it with, keep that for Valentine's Day.
Oh, Valentine's Day, yes.
But like to be your girlfriend, I feel like if we're thinking about it, that's a little bit, I don't know, it's weird. Like when I think about it, it's weird.
It's very disingenuous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like now that I'm your girlfriend, I'm gonna give it up for something, and it's a little off.
Yeah.
Make it more special. Are you gonna do the same thing for your, marriage when you're a proposal? No. I'm very strict on it. Like the way you ask a girl to marry you should be in a similar respectful fashion that you ask a girl to be your girlfriend. Okay? Straight like that.
It's the same. So I live in California. I personally feel like the best way I'd want to be asked to be someone's girlfriend is like maybe like on the beach or over dinner, overlooking the ocean. Something really romantic that shows like I'm in love with this girl. Because personally, I feel like we talked about the hotel thing, I feel like that does not scream you're in love with me. That just screams that you want to have sex with me. And I personally feel like every man, most men want to have sex. What makes you special from most men? That kind of proposal, overlooking the water, having dinner, decorating the beach, and asking me to be his girlfriend. That's special.
But let's see how the kind of effort people put into asking people, to go to prom or go to a dance. Like, do that same thing, okay?
Now it doesn't
have to be a big sign, but even if it is a big sign, at least it's respectful, Like, there's obviously, I was just walking around Coronado, and I definitely seen a prom proposal that said, obviously when it was prom season, that said prom ? On the beach, okay? So it is definitely possible.
Like, why would it stop at girlfriends?
So anyways, Tia, have you ever been asked to be someone's girlfriend?
So, as I think about it, I don't think I've ever been asked, like, Tia, will you be my girlfriend? And I recall a time, and I was told this like 4 years later. Me and my man, we threw a party together for 4th of July. And apparently he went to go downstairs from the hotel to meet up with a girl, right? And I had a guy friend who witnessed this, apparently. And he told her, like, yeah, I'm not with that girl. I'm not with her. And when I heard that, mind you, 4 years later after our breakup, I was like, wow, he's probably been putting dirt on my name and talking crap about not being with me this entire time. And if he would have just asked me to be his girlfriend, that would be different. But he never asked me to be his girlfriend. So technically, in his mind, we're not together. And that was really hurtful.
I feel like the mistake that we make as like women is that like we are, and I'm not trying to say we're smarter than men, but like we know we're not as gullible and naive as them, okay? So we know their manipulation tactics. So at the end of the day, we gotta hear them ask us. We gotta, because what they're basically doing, these guys, they can basically, here's what happens. They can post pictures with you. They can post pictures of you. They can have your baby. But if they're not asking you, and this is why marriage, this is why marriage is so important. Because once you got that ring and that paperwork, nobody can tell you anything. Mm-hmm. But before all that, it's so much manipulation that like is unfortunately out of our control, because a lot of these people are just not really good people. They look at a girlfriend or a girl that they're treating like a girlfriend as someone that they can take advantage of and like use for probably sexual things or whatever the case may be. But outside of that, they're not changing into a better person, the man. They're not treating the girl, like even if they are treating the girl nice, they could treat another girl that same way or better. So you really need that title. And again, that's why marriage is so important, because like these men will dance around the girlfriend question or dance around, yeah, she's my girlfriend, but I mean, girlfriend's not that serious. It will always be some type of gaslighting or excuse on why you weren't asked or why that's not their, what is it called?
Priority?
That's not their priority. There's always going to be some type of excuse. So you either got to hear that from front end. If someone really wants to be with you, they're going to ask you for sure. Like, and it's going to be super duper obvious. Like for me, I was obviously asked to be, someone's girlfriend, but it was like in a way where I thought he was just joking. I literally thought he was just joking and just like, I think that's what it is. But you got to make sure how you ask someone is clear
and genuine.
Will you be my girlfriend on a platter with a cake with a chocolate frosting?
And maybe throw a ring in there, a little promise ring.
For real, with frosting on it. Will you be my girlfriend? And maybe say my name Taylor, okay? That's how you got to do it. Because if not, I don't believe these, like, come on now, I'm not going to take you seriously in this economy. In this economy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So, yeah, you just got to be more clear.
I just personally feel like women need to start putting their foot down. If a man ain't asking you to be his girlfriend or his wife, don't act like one. All these women I see, and y'all men can say whatever you guys want. All these women I'm seeing being extremely loyal, cooking for their man, in the house for their man, just acting right for the man, I'm gonna need y'all to start acting up. Stop choosing him over you. Stop choosing that person over yourself because, hey, he has yet to choose you. If he did not ask you to be his girlfriend or his wife, there is no intentions of him doing that because he would have been did that. And I'm speaking to anyone who's been with somebody for longer than 7 months, 8 months. Stop what you're doing, go outside and go mingle. And that's my best advice I could give you.
And I just wanted to say, I was asked to be a girlfriend within 2 weeks of us seeing each other. It was that quick. Nobody got to know you, but if they're hanging around you and they're spending time, and if you are giving up your lovely lady lips,
right,
you need to, there is no need for, like, you need to have
any further games.
For real. If he is doing that with you and you guys are actually spending quality time together, what are we doing right now other than he's wasting your time?
Well, other than playing house or...
And this could be vice versa. Like, what is a woman doing? Like, if there's a man out there that a woman doesn't like, at the end of the day, it's men take the initiative when it comes to these relationships. Yeah. You ask a girl to be your girlfriend and she says no, I guess we have to move on.
It's okay, because at that point, no further time is wasted. But you got your answer. It is what it is.
But at the end of the day, too, it's just like a woman is kind of waiting on a man's demand. Like, you do it on your time. So y'all won't waste too much time, the men. As soon as you feel like you're feeling a woman and you hanging out with her, ask her to be your girlfriend, she says no, you're able to move on. You're able to save your time. But as for women, these men be wasting so much of our time. And then we're just sitting there like, if you have to wait or wonder, he's wasting your time.
Yeah.
He's wasting your time.
Mm-hmm. So I had a situation where I'll say that I was dating this man. Dating doesn't come with titles. You're literally just getting to know them, just figuring them out. They're figuring you out. Fast forward, maybe like a year later, we talked and he was like, Tia, like, I looked at you as my girlfriend. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, you're my girlfriend. Like, I spent money on you. We did all this. You were at my house all the time. We were always going on dates. We're just doing things together. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, you thought that, huh? That's what you thought. We do not go together.
Did you ask me?
Like, when did you ask me to be your girlfriend? Like, what? And if you think I'm going to call that a relationship, what? I did not introduce you to my parents. I did not introduce you to my family members. You didn't get introduced to nobody.
Who told you to deserve the title?
Exactly. Like, I rock with him, but like, it's not going to be, you're not going to play with me like that. But you see how guys try to do women? Oh, you were my girlfriend. When? Sir, that's what I'm going to always do. If you don't ask me to be your girlfriend, I'm going to do what I want when I want. Period. So listen to that. Just remember that.
A similar situation, I was dating someone, and this is obviously when I was younger, but I was dating someone and something had happened, found out he lied or something like that. And then and he would post videos of me, we would hang out, we'd go on little dates all the time, all that stuff. And after, I obviously caught him in a lie, we ended up ending things or whatever. When I would address him, like, when we broke up or whatever, and he stopped me, when we broke up, he stopped me. He said, we broke up? He said, we were never together. I said, yeah. That's why you didn't get that pretty cat. Anyways, but yeah, these are the kind of things that we just as women have to be mindful of, and I guess as men. But yeah. If they don't ask you, it ain't real and it's not happening. So whatever you got going on, and men, if you are listening, ask women.
If you don't want to lose that girl,
or stop wasting women's time.
Check this out. If you don't want that girl going to talk to your friends, going to talk to your you don't want her talking to people. You don't want your girl talking to nobody that you are friends with, and you feel strongly about that girl, and you don't want to lose her, ask her to be your girlfriend. Because guess what? If you don't ask her to be your girlfriend, it's straight up. What is it called?
Choosing?
It's choosing season. Straight up. She can choose anybody that she wants, and you can't be mad because you never wanted to settle down with her.
If you're mad, it's just an ego thing.
And yeah, if you're mad, it's an ego thing, and she going to keep choosing. Be mad, I'm going to still choose. And I just want to make that clear. Women, if a man asks you to be his girlfriend, you say no. He chooses up on your friend. And they end up in a relationship. Don't even mention, he used to like me. He used to.
That's
you
what
didn't want
I
him.
was just about.
You didn't want him.
And for the men that I used to date but was never my significant other, don't be talking to my significant other about
Tell him about nothing.
It never existed.
It never
existed.
Should have locked it down when you had the time, but
it never happened. What did the Men in Black?
Listen to her, baby. Look, Men in Black stick.
Yeah.
Forget it happened. Everyone is so ego-driven. Everyone is so egotistic, selfish, self-centered. Let's make it clear right here, right now. If you don't ask someone to be your significant other, they're not your significant other. If a person asks you to be their significant other and you say no, that's not your man anymore, and it doesn't matter to you anymore, whatever he does. If a man asks you to be his girlfriend in a hotel room, he just wants to bone. And after he boned, he might come to his senses like, yeah, damn, this is my girlfriend, but he gonna be checking out somebody else. Like, it's not genuine. That's just not genuine.
He can do that with any other girl.
He can do that with any other girl, but he'll just be like, now you got the title, baby, and you might be getting cheated on. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
But yeah, y'all, overall, I just feel like, yes, it's mandatory for someone to ask you to be their significant other.
Specifically a man.
You know what it is. You have to ask me to be your significant other if you want to be claiming Tay or TT. And you need to ask me in a special way.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be better than the man before, okay? You need to be better than the man before.
Yes.
And in this video, I just put y'all on.
That's
you see how I was asked? Do better. And that's okay. That was my first relationship ever. But do better the next time, okay?
But yeah, y'all, thank you guys for tuning in. That's the episode for tonight. Make sure you guys like, comment, and share. And on YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And continue to support us. And we appreciate the love. Thank you.
Mwah.